Welcome back to EQBloom, the channel where science meets self-awareness. Today we're diving into a fascinating and often overlooked connection: how anxiety affects your gut. It's not just in your head, those butterflies before a test or the pit in your stomach during stressful times. That's biology at work. Your brain and your belly are in constant communication through something called the gut-brain axis. And today you'll see how this invisible dialogue shapes your health, from digestion to mood. Let's explore the science behind it and what you can do to support both your mind and your microbiome. The gut-brain axis is a complex two-way communication system between your central nervous system, your brain and spinal cord, and your enteric nervous system, your gut's own nervous system. And sitting at the heart of the axis, the vagus nerve, a long cranial nerve that sends messages between your brainstem and digestive organs in milliseconds. When you feel anxious, your brain immediately sends out alarm signals through the vagus nerve, causing your gut to slow digestion, tighten muscles, and even change your gut secretions. You might feel nausea, a loss of appetite, or sudden urgency, all controlled by this pathway. But it goes both ways. Your gut, home to over 100 trillion bacteria known as your gut microbiome, also talks back. These microbes help produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA, which directly affect your mood, sleep, and stress resilience. So, if your microbiome is off balance, your brain will feel the effects, emotionally and physically. This communication loop is a constant, powerful, and deeply personal. Anxiety activates your body's fight or flight response, designed for survival in emergencies. But modern stressors like exams, social anxiety, or chronic worry can activate it constantly. In fight or flight mode, the body redirects blood away from non-essential systems like digestion and focuses on muscles, breathing, and heart rate. That means less blood flow to the stomach, reduced digestive enzymes, and a weakened gut lining. This change isn't just uncomfortable, it can lead to gastric inflammation, cramping, bloating, diarrhea, or acid reflux. In some cases, the gut becomes more permeable, a condition commonly referred to as leaky gut. Here, unwanted particles pass through the gut lining into the bloodstream, triggering your immune system and causing systemic inflammation. The more stress you experience, the longer your gut remains in this compromised state. This isn't just a temporary reaction. Over time, it can lead to chronic digestive disorders. We often think of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine as brain chemicals. But did you know your gut produces over 90% of your serotonin? That's why scientists sometimes call the gut the second brain, your microbiome, the trillions of helpful microbes living in your intestines. Plays a key role in creating neurotransmitters like serotonin for mood stability, dopamine for motivation and pleasure, GABA for calming your nervous system. A healthy gut equals healthy neurotransmitter levels, but anxiety, poor diet, antibiotics, or chronic stress can damage your microbiome. When that happens, your body produces fewer of these feel-good chemicals, which can deepen feelings of depression, worry, and emotional instability. You may feel more reactive, less focused, or even hopeless, and it could all start from your gut. This is a clear example of how emotional health is rooted in biology. Now here's where things get complicated. The gut-brain axis can create a feedback loop, where anxiety causes gut dysfunction, and gut dysfunction fuels more anxiety. It works like this: anxiety to gut inflammation to microbiome imbalance to fewer neurotransmitters, plus more neuroinflammation. That inflammation feeds back into the brain, affecting memory, concentration, and mood. This loop can spiral if not interrupted. You might experience IBS symptoms, stomach aches before social events, appetite loss or emotional eating, or a constant nervous gut feeling. This isn't just stress, it's a loop of biological miscommunication. Understanding this feedback loop gives you the power to break it. The best news: you can begin healing this connection starting today. Here are science-based strategies to support your gut-brain health. Number 1, deep breathing and meditation. Practices like box breathing or mindfulness activate your parasympathetic nervous system and reduce cortisol. That calms your gut and mind simultaneously. Number 2, movement and nature. Gentle exercises like walking, stretching, or yoga improve gut mobility and reduces stress hormones. Number 3, sleep. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep repairs your gut lining and regulates hormone production. Number 4, prebiotic and probiotic foods. Probiotics include yogurt, kefir, kombucha, and prebiotics include garlic, onions, oats, and bananas. These feed and diversify your gut microbiome. Number 5, journaling and emotional processing. Getting your thoughts out on paper clears your mental space and reduces cortisol spikes. Number 6, limit gut stressors. Cut back on highly processed foods, added sugars, and alcohol, which can damage your gut flora. These steps aren't about perfection, they're about consistency and support. By taking care of your gut, you're investing in your mental clarity, mood, and resilience. So next time anxiety strikes and your stomach clenches, you'll know what's happening. And more importantly, how to help yourself. Your brain and gut are partners, and with care, you can help that partnership thrive. If this episode gives you a new insight into your body and mind, hit the subscribe button and share it with someone who's also been on a healing journey. At EQBloom, we break down the emotional wellness with visuals, science, and practical tools because we believe emotional health should be accessible to everyone. And coming up next, how overthinking changes your brain, where we explore the neuroscience behind repetitive thoughts and how to break the cycle. Until then, take a deep breath and take care of your inner world.